everybody, welcome back to the channel. You can see our scooter for today is surrounded in a sea of yellow. Oh, the tree is starting to give off its flowers. Last week everybody thought this tree was so pretty, and everybody seen all the flowers on the ground. They say, oh, that is so pretty. Well, all of you that think this is so pretty, come help me rake all of this up in about a month when it starts to turn brown. Okay. Okay, gang, got the Chuckopolitan on the stand, and you're going ahead and take the floorboard off. And I think the first thing we're going to work on is the seat mount. We're going to bust those loose, and then we'll work over here to the shock mount. Now I am going to probably use this little RFY shock, you know, because this shock here, this is a Mad Dog shock, but I think it's for the first gen and or second gen. I don't know about the gens on the Mad Dogs, but it's too high, man. You see that motor sitting at a cocked up angle? We don't like that. And we're going ahead and put our Mad Dog mount on, which I have one right there. Kind of matches this blue, but yeah, got one right there. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Probably do that first before we mess with the shock, so we can line it up. Now this thing did have a shock back here at one point, and it was cut off, not by me, probably by my friend that I got the bike from. All right, guys, enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and bust this thing loose and get it rideable. That's what we want to do. We want to get it rideable in this video. Well, got it all broke down real quick. Didn't take long because we just kind of hung it together. All right, guys, so like I said, we're gonna cut these mounts off, but I got out my paint stripping equipment, my little Hercules electric die grinder. Now, hey, tell you guys, if you get one of these things, be careful, because this thing knows one speed and that's all out. It's like 20,000 revolutions per minute or some crap. Yeah, this thing is like dangerous. And I got my little Bioware surface prep heavy duty, whatever the heck you want to call it, surface conditioning tool. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna strip all the paint off, but first we're gonna get these mounts off and make sure we put those where they need to go, and then just basically just come around the bike and just kind of clean it up, because I'm going to paint the frame, but from just here back. No need to do all of this crap under here and this steering stem. Not going to see that no way, so I'm going to make this thing go quick as possible. All right. Ready to do the mount for the seat and the shock. So all right, guys, I'm a brave death and injury to finish this bike. So all right. Okay, guys, went ahead and got everything all stripped down, and I got the seat mounts for the back of the seat mounts ground down and ready for weld. Now measure in between the seat rails here, these low down seat rails, and there's 9.5 inches in between the front, so I want 9.5 inches in between the back. So I'm going ahead and just burn it on in. Now you guys see, my paint stripping ain't perfect. We're not really worried about it. We just wanted to make sure the money shot here on the side was, you know, clean as it could be, you know. Like I said, guys, this is my first bike that I did some really heavy welding on, and we're not really worried about you know, how this bike gonna turn out when we got wheels like that, right? Are we? No, we are not. But hey, like I say, man, it's ugly. This suckers are strong. And thinking about strong, here's the welder that I did the bike with, the Art 200. This is a stick welder, guys. I mean, this thing is old. This is my first welder. You know, paid $100 for it off of, I think it was Craigslist back then. And it still works, man. I'll still use that thing from time to time. You know, we got the Chicago flux welder up here, but all right, guys, I'm going ahead and burn these seat frames in, and then we're gonna get some primer on this sucker. Mounts on, they're welded on good and tight. I'm not gonna get too close to that wheel. You guys are not laughing me off the internet today. Well, no, I don't care anyway. But all right, check it out, guys. We got a Mad Dog mount. We've already seen our engine. Now we're going with a 10-inch fatty on this sucker. This is gonna be a small wheel bike. You know, for now, I really don't know the direction of this build. We're just gonna go with what we got in the shop. So we got the 10-inch fatty, the Mad Dog hub. Now I need to make a bar. I need to extend this bar here and also make a bar that's 9.5 inches long on the inside to go across the frame, which I have over here already about to be cut. Now this is an old piece of handlebar, but this is a pretty thick piece, and we're going to go ahead. I already got it set up so we can cut it. So I'm going ahead and do this, guys, and we're going to get this bike together. Hopefully I'm gonna have it running in this video. We're not going to fail for lack of effort. Alright, guys, got that pipe all notched up, and let me tell you one thing, guys, that first part was sketchy. I didn't have it tight enough, and if I can get it back out of there, yeah, I didn't have it tight enough, so you can see it's kind of wonky. It jumped around, scared the bejesus out of me. But the second half on the curved part of the pipe was a lot better. Just had to take my time and go slow. So, but there you go, guys, it fits in there. Even on the curved end, it fits in there pretty good. Had a little bit of a gap there, but ain't no big deal. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble the mount, because this bar is going to have to be cut and extended to meet the bottom of this bar. All right, guys, put you guys back on a time lapse, and we're going to get that done.
Fishing for my power like they gotta have it all. Try to wrap my head around but seem to hit a wall. If I really need protection, all I gotta do is call. I see these poppers trying to take me to the ball. Wouldn't it be proper if I told them all to brawl? Then peace with my king, like no time for y'all. They wanna learn to run before they even try to crawl. Can't even fathom what it's like to manifest. They've been distracted by the glamour from the power in their chest. If they listen for a second, they'd see this is just a test. The more I breathe it out, the more I see where I'm blessed. Invest in the source, it's the cause of the rest. Learn the secret in my sleeps, not to seek but expect. I am I, and who are we then? Everyone's connected, who we supposed to protect? The time is now, the time is now. Surrender to your lesson and invest in your crown. The time is now, the time is wow. Surrender to your lesson and connect with your crowd. The time is now, the time.
Alright, guys, check it out. You see I got the fatty on and attached. Now it is on that longer axle because this engine came with a swing arm. But yes, on the longer axle, we'll change that out, because if you don't remember, the engine the 150 we put on Chuck Bagger, it has a short shaft, and memory serves me correct, the shafts are the same from 50cc to 150cc. Don't quote me on that, but we do have a short shaft that we can try to use. Alright, guys, well, also while I was messing with that, and I came up here and realized, you know, we had to put that crossbar in. Remember, we just cut that one, that chrome one, and I remembered on Chuck Bagger we cut that bar out. So I had to go find it. And for once in my lifetime on this channel, I was looking for something and I found it. So yeah guys, I mean, I cut it a little short, so you can see I cut a piece of pipe in half just to kind of see how we're going to put that in there. But yeah guys, I'm gonna figure this out real quick because that's going to save me time making this mount and extending this bar. As you can see now, I can just put it in a different angle because straight up is going to hit the valve cover, so I couldn't put it the way I was envisioning it. But yeah, and I think that's the way that it went anyway. I can't remember. I gotta go look at Chuck Bagger. It's right outside, but I'm lazy. I'm not gonna go look right now. But alright guys, let me figure out how I'm gonna bridge the gap because it is a little short, and I think this frame is a little wider. That's why we're having the issue here with the mount. And I did shave the mount, but I don't think I shaved it that much. But yeah. Alright guys, let me look around in the scrap bin and see if I got some metal that I can weld to the end of this bar to make it touch. Okay gang, trying to center up the tire. I almost made a crucial mistake and not put the there's a little bar right here that stabilizes the engine so it doesn't shimmy back and forth. I had to put that in so I can know which side to tuck this bar in. I thought it was going to be in the middle, but it needs to be more off that way, so I need to just basically shim this side up here. So my frame is 6.5 inches long. Well, no, 12.5 inches from side to side. So I measured it off, and that's what, 6 1/4 on each side. And I found my center, which is right where the frame is welded in half, but I want to check it to make sure because hey, this is a Chinese scooter, dog. Their math may not be like our math or my math. So there it is. I mean, that is straight. Now if I didn't do that, I know somebody, and you know who you are because you do watch the channel, would call me out for it. So let me go ahead and get that straightened out so I don't hear his mouth about that later. Now, okay guys, as far as our bar in the middle, like I said, I remember Chuck Bagger, I cut that bar off. Well, this is what I got going on. See there guys, I got a little piece of pipe, that same steel pipe that I was going to use for the foot peg of Chuck Bagger, but I couldn't find it. Well, I ended up finding it, and see the same threaded on the end. Well, I ended up finding it, and it fits perfectly. Well, it fits perfectly in that pipe. So what I'm going to do is just have it stick through. Let me drop on this so you guys can see. Make contact with the frame like that, and on the other side I'll just pull it out the pipe and make contact on the frame on the other side, and well, we can line that sucker up perfectly. You see, I can come in and out with it. So there we go guys, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to set you guys up on another time lapse and we'll get this buzzed in.
Proud. See, I gamble with your life. Proud of me. You can say that I'm proud of me. Proud to be one of the greatest rappers, I'm a prodigy. I don't say sorry, I make no apologies. No, you hate to acknowledge me. Only greatness surrounding me. I run it. Mama told me she was proud.
Alright guys, check it out. I got that mount support bar. It's all welded in, in usual scooter rehab fashion. Don't look pretty, but it'll work. I swear I should have called this thing Half-Ass Scooter Works. Oh, thinking about half-ass guys, there's a guy named Brett, has a channel called Half-Ass Customs. Man, and like last week his whole shop burnt up guys, and you know what? Do me a favor, go over there, check out his channel. If you like it, give it a like and a subscribe. Just try to help him get his shop back together guys. I couldn't imagine if I lost my little shop here, so I couldn't imagine losing an operation as big as his. Alright guys, check it out now. My voice is a little hoarse, I'm getting tired. Alright, working on my shock mount now. I was going to do the whole little extended little Mad Dog shock thing, but you know what? I want to keep this bar clear because I do have an LED strip light that I want to put here. I'm actually going to double them up. Those little strips that you see on the back of some of the ruckuses back in the day, I want to do 2 of them stacked, so you know it'll be real bright back here. But all right guys, check it out. I had to cut a shock mount off of a another parts bike, and I welded a piece of this bar, well, flat strap like this, on top of it, just because to give me some more welding room in it. So once I'm going to go ahead and tack that in there, and then later on, not today, I'm going to come back and cut little strips and kind of like just box it in and make it look pretty. That's what I'm working with, guys. And I don't know, I like that, you know, 10-inch fatty, a little 10-inch skinny up front. This thing definitely needs to be lowered in the front because it's almost like a monster truck now in the front. But I don't know, guys, I like it. I think I'm going to keep that front rim for now, just for now, until we figure something else out. But yeah, guys, check that out. That is nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and burn that in, and we'll keep moving along. Check it out, guys. All right, I got that shock mount burnt in. I'm not gonna get too close and show you guys my wheels and run you off from the channel, but so yeah, we lined it up, guys. I mean, it is straight, looking good. I mean, I like the stance in the back. You just got to bring it down in the front because it looks like a monster truck. But yeah, guys, I think we're just gonna do 10-inch wheels. We're gonna keep it just like this, you know what I'm saying? Don't have to spend a lot of money on a bike to make it cool, you know what I'm saying? You can use some of the factory stuff mixed in with a little flavor in the back end. But yeah, check it out, guys. This is the original exhaust that came with this engine combo, because this whole engine setup with the wheel and exhaust and everything, it was like this before. And the mount, it was on another bike that I had. It was my F3 Coolster, which I couldn't get registered because the VIN number was not even in the DMV system, so I just scrapped it. But yeah, it lives again, guys. This is the same as the first engine on Chuck Bagger. You know, Chuck Bagger is a short case, this is a long case, but this has the same 52 millimeter piston, I think, but it's the same kit. It's the exact same kit that Chuck Bagger had. And it is this kit here, this SMM kit. You know, they claim it to be a 105cc, but you know, with the stock crank and the size of the piston, it's like 88.9, so let's just call it an 89cc. Now this thing I know for a fact rips. It does about 45. So I mean, with the variator weights and everything that's in it, the combo, I think it had 5 gram roller weights or 6, don't quote me. But yeah, this thing right here, it's a certified ripper, and it sounds great with this exhaust. So I can't wait to hear this thing again. I just need to go ahead and put another stator in it. All right, guys, I got to cut it short today, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, second to you guys. It's Mother's Day. I promised the ladies I'm going to take them out to dinner. So I'm going to do that. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, gang. Just got back from the Mother's Day dinner, and I got a strong case of ice that just kicked in. Guys, I done pushed everything back in. I'm about to go lay my butt down. I'll tune you guys back in the morning. It is the next morning. Gonna go in and tune you guys into the progress that I made this morning. Turn that fan off for a second. All right, guys. Well, I decided to come on in this morning and lay a little body pillow over my wheels. I keep telling you guys, you are not gonna laugh me off the internet. I'm not saying it in the comments, but I know you're thinking it. So there we go, guys. I'm just gonna let this harden overnight, man. I gotta go take a power nap before I go to work. So there it is there, guys. I got all the wells covered up so we can come in and sand it. Now my approach on this is probably gonna be 80 grit with one, then hit it with some 120, and then we're just gonna slap this Expert expandable primer from Opal, whatever. Yeah, I got the body filler too. I like this brand, guys. I mean, the primer is good, and I just saw the filler. This is the Dolphin One Fill. So what this is claiming, you don't need glazing putty once you're finished with it, because it doesn't have pinholes or anything. It sands real good. So claimed. I don't know yet, but like I say, I do like the primers. Alright guys, well, I'm about to push the fleet back in, and like I say, go take a power nap, and I'll tune you guys back in tomorrow once we got it all sanded down. Probably could do it now. This stuff is dry. Yeah, we'll do it in the morning. Alright, tune you guys right back in. Well, gang, I lied to you and me. I was supposed to go in the house to go lay it down for a bit, but I got about 2 paces towards the exit, and I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and sand this puppy, man, because that'd be less things to do tomorrow and the next day. So there it is, guys. I mean, check it out. I got a little pinhole there and one there that I have to fill in, but we ain't gonna worry about that, man. You know, hopefully I'm gonna try to fill it in with some primer. But yeah, man, smoothed it all out. Looking pretty good. Like I say, you guys ain't gonna laugh me off the internet with my whales, which I really don't care if you guys laugh or not. You know, the best thing is to laugh at yourself, so when somebody else does it, they just wasting their time. Alright, check it out. I got all around my seat mount. Alright guys, well, I'm just gonna lay a little primer. I'm gonna wait to prime the whole thing when I blow it back apart. But yeah, I'm just gonna get a little prime on it now so we can just kind of see what it's look like, so I can find out where the spots are at that I need to hit again and fill in. Now I might just come back with some glazing putty. I should cover that shot. Yeah, let's bypass that, because I don't want to have to try to paint the shot. Okay guys, check that out, man. Yeah, the spot right there, I'm about to come back over and sand again. Yep, house is looking good, looking good. I'm not worried about the insides here too much, because ain't nobody gonna see it. I mean, it's a novelty, guys, just for a novelty. You know, something to roll around and have fun on. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish prime this, and I'll tune you back in later. Well, I guess that's enough progress for today, guys. Looking pretty good. Like I said, we got a couple of little spots here and there to take care of, a little divots here and there. No big dealio, you know what I'm saying? But for the foremost, it is looking good. Even got that area there, I got to smooth out a little bit more, but hey, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good stopping point. All right, I'll tap you guys back in the morning. All right, guys, Tuesday morning, getting right back on the Chuckopolitan. Please excuse the fan, it's 92 degrees outside. But yeah, you see I got the engine removed. That's so we can go ahead and get under here with some primer and everything without the engine being in the way. Now we're going to have to go ahead and paint the engine mount too, so I'll get to that in a second. But yeah guys, now I stopped this morning on the way back home, and I picked up some more of this Upo. You know, I got some glazing putty. Now I know I said that that body filler that we used, well, the instructions stated that it didn't need any glazing putty, just sand it and paint it. Well, I'm not blaming the body filler, I'm blaming my skill set, because I hadn't worked with Bondo in a while. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and just work around this thing real quick and try to get it as good as I can, and finish priming it up. So hopefully tomorrow when we come in, we'll just be painting. Well, here we go guys, it's looking a whole lot smoother, man. Feels smoother, feel better. I went ahead and wet sanded it down, and I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks good. Good enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead now and put a nice good coat of primer over this and try to get up under the underbelly and I guess guys are gonna call that a day for today, and then we'll come back tomorrow and go ahead and pull off the mount, get it painted, and get the seat rails. I'll probably go ahead and sand the seat rails down now and get those primed up. But tomorrow we're gonna lay our paint on the back, and then I guess we'll move up front here and work on the front of the bike, because even though it's a pretty blue, I mean, it's got some issues. There's a crack there that I gotta fix. The clear coat's peeling there, and it's not the color that I'm going for, guys. So yeah, you will see the color tomorrow, or at least on the back half. All right, I'm gonna prime this up, man, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, gang, check it out. It is Saturday morning. To say the least about my week, it got hectic right after the last clip, which was Tuesday. So, but check it out, guys. Wednesday I did come in here and start painting, and everything is starting to look nice. I still need 2 more layers of paint on here. I think the fender is good, but yeah, guys. Well, I had to paint debacle. I tried to switch up to this Krylon. It didn't work, so I had to go back to using my Rust-Oleum. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm also now starting to use the Rust-Oleum primer. So all right, that's it, guys. But check it out. I got another Yamaha Vino footboard in from eBay. Just came a few minutes ago, and that's when I remembered, hey, you're doing YouTube, you need to record stuff. So check it out, guys. I got that primer going on. This side's not primed, and then it's going to go ahead, well, I can't talk. I'm going ahead and paint it this warm caramel color. Now this Chuckopolitan is going to have a theme, so I might not get the bike running in this video because of time, but I want you guys to go ahead and drop it in the comments and try and guess what's the theme of the bike going to be. All right, well, gang, I almost got the bike completely painted. I don't know guys can hear it, but it's raining and lightning, so I'm about to close the doors and get up out of here. So I guess we just gonna have to come back out here in the morning and finish it. I did get some of the engine plastics primered. I got to do the other bottom half, but it is what it be, man. This bike just did not come together like I thought it would. It's an easy project, but sometimes it just don't work out the way you want it to. But yeah, before I run out of here, because I mean it is getting down out there, check out that. Now that floorboard, I was kind of questioning that color. It's like a leather color. They call it caramel. I'm thinking it's flowing real good with that yellow. So all right, guys, I'm about to tuck tail and run up out of here before the shed get hit with lightning. And I'm in a big metal building, so I'm probably not far off with that assessment. So I'll tune you guys back in the morning, I guess. Okay, gang, it's the next morning, and I got the engine covers almost done. Need about 1 more layer of paint on those, and I decided to change the color of the engine mount to white instead of yellow, because you got to break up all that yellow, man. I don't want to look like a taxi cab around here or anything, you know what I mean? All right, guys, well, here we go. So I'm thinking what we're going to do in today's video is I'm gonna check all the parts, make sure I got good coverage on the paint part of this project. I'm kind of doing it backwards. I'm doing paint and then we're going to get it running, but I know everything works, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check all the parts. Then we're going to pull the springs out, give those a cut, adjust the altitude on the bike, bring it down a little bit low to match the back end, and I will guess we're going to call that a video. I'm just noticing that I forgot to paint the seat frames, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these scuffed up and paint it, and we're just gonna assemble the bike, guys, and call it a video. All right, guys, I got the other side of the cap already removed. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this other side off. I think what we're going to do is just go straight to a 3-inch chop. So bust this loose. Alrighty. That sucker had some oil right at the top. Yeah, okay. Well, luckily everything is already painted, because that could create a fisheye moment. All right, guys, I'm gonna measure out 3 inches and chop it off. 3 inch. All right, gang, got our 3 inches chopped out of our springs. It's crazy. I think one of the springs is turned a different way because it got tighter coils on one side and looser coils on this side. But oh well. Anyway, so they just mean they're reversing there too. Shouldn't hurt nothing. All right, so this cap's back on. I think I'm going to go ahead now and put the fender on. and start putting the leg shield on. I just noticed there's a couple of light spots I need to hit, so let me take care of that first while I'm putting the fender on. Okay, gang, check it out, man. All the paint is pretty much done. I still need to come back and do some touch-ups with a little paintbrush on some places where I kind of messed it up, you know, marred it a little bit, putting it together, you know, under there and right there. But well, that's not a mark, that's paper. But all right, guys, check it out, man. I am digging it. The Chuckopolitan is looking nice, really nice, you know, for some rattle can. But all right, guys, this bike does have a theme, so I want you guys to drop in the comments and tell me, what do you think the theme is? You know, I mean, it came out real good with the little mini 10-inch fatty. She lined up, and this thing is looking great. All right, guys, now before I go, just let you know, I went ahead and painted the seat frames the same caramel color as the floorboard, because I want to kind of, you know, break up some of this color. Didn't want too much yellow, too much white, or too much anything. I wanted an even flow, and I think it came out great. So all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. I got a lot of obligations to tend to today. So yep, drop it in the comments what you think the bike is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.